Hey, good morning. Alaska Life 907 here. This is my week 3 update on my weight loss journey, and I am happy to say I have some pretty dramatic improvements this week, and this should be a pretty good video. And for those of you that haven't been following along, I started out with my very first week was a 5-day water fast, and that was a pretty dramatic fast, and it got me kick-started and well on my way to living a new lifestyle, and hopefully, changing my mind about certain foods and what I've been putting in my body that's been doing me harm and damage. But first of all, we're going to get started off on some basics here, and I'm going to show you everything that I do on a daily basis. This is what gets me through every day, even at the 5-day water fast. My week 2 was an intermittent water fast. It was every day was I did a 24-hour water fast, and I was only eating dinner at night, but I was taking all my vitamins and supplements first thing in the morning, and making electrolyte drinks to get me through the day. So I'm going to show you that process here. All right, the first thing is I start off with just to give you the basic recipe of my electrolyte drink here. I start off with 2 tablespoons of it doesn't have to be 2 tablespoons. 1 tablespoon will be fine if you're not used to apple cider vinegar. So I use 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I'll use 1 to 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Fresh squeezed lemon juice is far better than what this is, but this type of stuff here will work. And it does have a couple added things into it. It's mainly sodium and sulfate. And right now with the weight loss process, a little bit of extra sodium isn't going to be doing you any damage. And then to finish off my drink, I use this Himalayan pink salt. And I've been learning about some different types of salt, and this salt's pretty good. This salt will get you through and create a decent electrolyte mix. There are some better salts out there. Celtic sea salt, I've been learning, has 3 different types of magnesium in it, and that would probably be far more beneficial to making an electrolyte drink. So I take 3 pinches of this salt, just pinches, whatever you can pinch up in your finger, and then we just sprinkle it in here. We stir the mixture up, and this is pretty much what I have. This is what I use to take all my vitamins and nutrients. And before I even get started, every day, I'm drinking 1 to 2 cups of just plain black coffee, and no sugars. I'm not ruining it with that store-bought creamers, and that's what screws up a lot of us. So okay, the first thing is I take one prostate supplement. This is optional, but it's something I have, so I take that. That's right here. I take 3 of these D3s, and they are these 3 tiny little gel capsules. One of these calcium citrate, magnesium, and zincs. That's this big giant horse pill here. That's the hardest one I have to swallow. And the next one is the magnesium tablet. That's this dark brown one. It's a gel cap. Super easy to swallow. And then we're going to work our way over here. Zinc is very important. A lot of us are zinc deficient, so I'd be taking one of these zinc tablets. And guys, I mean, if you're a guy, fish oil is really important to keep them certain bits of your body working correctly. So I take about 2 of these fish oil gel caps a day. You can take 3, you can take 4. It's not going to mess you up if you take more than what I'm taking here. And then last but not least, it says B12. A lot of us are B12 deficient, and I'm pretty sure one of them. And the B12 is this tiny little capsule here, and this dissolves in your mouth. I take this one last because you put it underneath your tongue and you just let it dissolve. And if I were to compare it to any vitamin I took in my childhood, I would probably compare it to something similar to a Flintstones vitamin as far as flavor goes, but it breaks down nicely underneath your tongue, and it's got a really good flavor. I mean, it's almost like candy. The kids like it. I like it, so it's a pretty good option, especially to take care of this. But this is all I've been using every morning. And in the mornings, I typically don't eat breakfast. If I do eat breakfast, I'm eating about 3 heaping spoonfuls, and I'm talking about a regular, you know, spoon you would use to eat your cereal, but I'm using 3 of those spoons of Greek yogurt, and then I'll mix in some wild berries, either raspberries, blueberries. I can chop up some strawberries and put that in there, but I'm only using a little amount, and that's just to help give the yogurt some flavor, because Greek yogurt's pretty thick, and if any of you haven't tried it, it kind of resembles eating a bowl of sour cream, and so texture is an issue there. So if you're used to eating Yoplait or any of those other brands like Activia, most of those have a lot of added sugars, and they're not horrible for you, but if you're trying to lose weight, the more sugar you keep out of your diet, the better. And so far I've been doing really good at staying sugar free. I don't drink sodas. Like I said, I don't put anything extra into my coffees. If I do get any sugars, I'm getting sugars from maybe the fruits and stuff like that. But like I said, this is week 3, and things are improving in a lot of ways. I mean, I'm losing weight, and I'll tell you how much weight here towards the end of the video somewhere. But overall, my flexibility is getting much better. I'm able to get dressed standing up or without having to sit down or try to balance on anything now. So my balance is improving. You know, every week's been an improvement. I'm not super hungry. When dinner time comes, especially this week, I have been primarily focusing on vegetables, steamed vegetables, either broccoli or a mixed veggie type thing with broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots, and a lot of protein. I've been eating a lot of protein. Hamburger patties with cheese, you know, natural cheese, not that overly processed store-bought cheese. That's important. I don't want to be using that, because that's not very beneficial. Okay guys, the moment of truth here. We're going to see what I lost this week, and hopefully we're going to see some improvements on the scale from my disappointing video last week. I've been doing the best I can to stay on track, and I'm definitely doing this, and this is my lifestyle change, so let's see what happens here. If I can get a good shot on the scale. Now these spring scales aren't the best, but it's what I got. So hopefully I can see some improvement here. And holy cow, look at that. That is way down. That is way down from last week. That's awesome. Haha. Well guys, I can't complain with that. Now, that's pretty close to 45, 50 pounds of weight loss in 3 weeks, so we're doing pretty good. Week 2 was a stagnant week. I didn't really appear to lose any weight at the end of that week, and boy was I bummed out. And all this week I was frustrated, and I was very optimistic about the results of this week, if there were going to be any improvements at all. But I'm seeing a dramatic result, so I'm pretty freaking excited about keeping going. Now, one thing I did want to mention is that I'm not doing an exercise routine. I'm not getting up in the morning and working out. I'm not going for long walks in the afternoon. I'm really not climbing any stairs throughout my workday. My workday is literally delivering auto parts. So my activities consist of getting in and out of the vehicles, carrying sometimes heavy items back and forth to the car and inside the customers. And then when we're not busy, I'm doing a lot of walking back and forth in the store, you know, from the storeroom to the front floor, trying to stock the shelves the best that I can. And that's the majority of my workout that I'm getting every day. When I get home, it's pretty much a time to wind down. I'm sore at that point. I'm still 390 pounds, 385 pounds. That's a lot of weight to be packing around, walking on a concrete floor, and it's not fun. So I need to kind of take it easy when I get home. So that's kind of I eat dinner, I relax, I enjoy my family time, watch a movie, progressively just wind down and get ready for bed, and then I'm up at 5:30 the next day doing the same thing over and over again. And it's the weekend now, so I need to get out and do some activity. So I'm probably going to run around and go down to the creek side and see if my wife's catching any fish today. But you know, I really wanted to emphasize on the point that if I were to add extra exercise in here, I mean, my weight loss could be better. I would also be building muscle at the same time, so it would kind of flatten out a little bit, which is okay. And we'll just have to you know, work with that. I'm prepared for those numbers because I understand that, you know, hey, if I start lifting weights this week, this upcoming week, my weight's probably going to be a little less dramatic on the scale, and that's perfectly fine. So thing is that we're going in the right direction. And when you start dropping the weight and getting that weight off your feet and your ankles and your knees and your hips, because I was having problems all the way up. You know, my ankles were constantly swollen. They're swollen right now, and they're sore just from the work week. And my knees caused me a little bit of problems, and it's all because of the water and all the weight pushing down on them. My hips sometimes give me problems when I'm sleeping, you know, because I'm fat. So I mean, I can't say it any different than just being fat. I'm fat, and I need to not be fat. And oh, there went a little one. But anyways, I guess I woke the kids up. So I hope to see you guys next week, and I hope to have some better numbers. If not, either way, we're going to post a video and keep you guys updated. So I hope you follow along, and please hit that subscribe button and like. And if you have any advice, I love advice. My good friends are constantly giving me advice, and you know, that's how I know, you know, people care about me, is that they're just giving me the honest truth. And sometimes it's not what I want to hear, but guess what? If I want to make a change in my life, I have to deal with the things I don't want to hear, and I have to fix my own issues before I can really reach out and help other people. Because I mean, I'm doing this. This is a change in my life. So I hope to see you guys in the next one, and we'll see you next time.